It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. I'm glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit! And I'd like to think.
And now it's official. All right, to open this up, I'm going to say one thing. I want to say it as non-confusing as possible. I am in full gear for this episode. I got the Prudential shirt on. I got the full gear sticker. I got the VIP pass.
Wow.
And joined today by a man who just got back from the Prudential Center from being at Full Gear Live, 2025 Bumpathon Champion, Metro Stephon, Mr. Stephen Michael, with us.
I am here. Thank you guys for having me. Man, it was an honor being a part of Bumpathon, to win such a prestigious honor, and now to talk some Full Gear with y'all, man. It's definitely an honor. Thank you.
What a turn of events. What a turn of events that happened.
Man.
The gentleman and a scholar. Look at this guy. I love it.
You come in, you win a championship, and now you're on the show.
I'm on the show. This feels like the prize, man. Being a part of this platform is the ultimate prize. So thank you guys.
It wasn't even the prize. It was just coincidence.
I know.
Drink it in, man.
Put him over, guys. Let's put him over.
Put him over. Guys, it is, man, just so you know how committed we are. What time is it over there?
It's 12:16 here.
It's 12:16. It is, I don't know if y'all can see it. It is 1:16 in the morning here in the great state of New Jersey.
Jeez.
When the energy is
for the sickos, man. It's for the sickos for sure.
Definitely can confirm.
I realized that the CMLL Trios Championship match on the pre-show would just roll into the pay-per-view like we did last pay-per-view, and it did. It did without Okada on top of that.
Yes, it did. Man, is that where are we starting from the very beginning, or is that where we want to start?
We're gonna roll right into it, just like they did.
Just like they did.
Let's do it,
guys. Okay, so real quick. So being there,
yeah,
right. The way it ran down, like I remember looking at my clock. By my watch, and it was like so the show started at 8. So this match, the trios match for the CMLO trios tag team championship started around like 7:54.
Yeah.
So I was like,
really?
I was like, all right, well, clearly this is gonna roll over into the main card, but the way they did it wasn't too close to what happened before, right? Like the last pay-per-view with FTR and how it kind of rolled right into the pay-per-view. This, like you said, it started without Okada being there. So like it started when he rolled into the arena.
Yeah, in the McLaren.
Like already in his ring gear. And I was like, oh, and here comes the fireworks now. And it was a spectacle. It was amazing. I was like, great way to start a pay-per-view.
He popped the suicide door on him. He had to pop the suicide door open. Who drives a McLaren in the ring gear?
It's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Without their championship. They had to grab their championship belt on the table on their way to the ring.
Let's see. Hechicero took Mystico out to even the odds before, but yeah, Okada pulls up in style, dude. And he just goes out there just to go face-to-face with Takeshita and flip him off on top of that. The build to that has just been building and building, man.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Keep it cooking, man. We're slow burning this. I'm enjoying this. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to get my hands on this match.
That kind of gives us an Easter egg for later, too. Something we'll bring up later that happened in the pay-per-view. But on this match, Mystico makes it back in the match, taped up, shows out. Okada, Takeshita start fighting each other mid-match. Takeshita catches another Rainmaker. Mystico and Hechicero go 1v1 and deliver. And it ends with Mystico locking in the armbar, retaining the trios titles for his team. Hell of an opening match.
Man, dude, like the perfect way Hey, I'm happy they retained. But the way they're building, like you say, the way they're building that Takeshita and Okada feud, the way they did it in this match, it was executed perfectly, right? Like it wasn't too much, right? It was just enough that they gave us for that next chapter and what's going to happen between those two. And Mystico was so over in New Jersey. I mean, he came back from that injury, came back walking, and like completely just took over the match. And the way he was just, Mystico was just so good. And everyone shined in this match, and it was the perfect opener, as you said. And congrats to the CMLL Trios champ for retaining.
I didn't expect them to retain, but I certainly wasn't mad at it. So
correct.
I didn't think so either, but to go back off what you said, exactly. I think that's when I was really invested, was that little storytelling between Okada and Takeshita, and I'm just like, I need to see this, man. We're just slow cooking it, and I'm loving it. Just seasoning it up. Yep. We're spicing it up more. And Mystico, I'm glad you said about the Mystico thing, because I was telling my friend I was watching it with, I was like, man, Mystico is like, they're going crazy for this dude in New Jersey. Really, this is their guy, man. This is their guy.
I think he's over in Texas now. He's over in New Jersey too.
Dude, Mystico's our guy, man.
They're him heavily.
Dude. Oh.
All right, straight up wrestling match, real graps for the sick chaps. Pac versus Darby Allin, and the intro for Darby's entrance was grungy as hell, man. So his face and his neck paint too, like he was a vibe on this event.
Vibe. Straight from getting burnt. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. There's all kinds of things Darby goes through on a day-to-day basis. I think getting burnt is the least of his problems, surprisingly.
Oh, man, he's built different, man. He is so built different.
Yeah.
This was intense. Yes. When Pac exposes all of Darby's burns and wounds, I winced. I literally winced watching that.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Bro, I was like, they showed all of it. The even punctured wounds, the punctured spots, second-degree burns. I was like, dang. And he took some I'm talking about gnarly bumps. Gnarly.
He flew outside the ring. He just flew right past the turnbuckle.
Oh, yep. That spot, bro. I literally, I was like, is he okay? Is he okay?
I didn't even write it down. I didn't even write it in the notes. It's just ingrained in my memory.
You can hear it, too. You heard him hit his head on. It was just... Can we just quickly acknowledge is there any spot that Darby hasn't done? Because it's been how many years now that AEW has been in existence? We've seen the most craziest thing that Darby Allin has been a part of, and yet still those bumps that he takes are still not it's just still something that we haven't seen, and it's like, bro, it's what else does he have to do? Man, this dude Darby. Oh my goodness.
The time he was just hanging upside down from the ceiling getting beat lives rent free in my head. I can't get it out.
Oh, he had the broken nose too? Yeah, okay. Yep. I know which one you're talking about. The one that I remember, do you remember the one where he's on the ladder and he falls through the glass? That always lives in my head.
Revolution.
That would have my head rent free.
that was Sting's. We were supposed to know that as Sting's retirement match. Well, I walked out of that saying, wow, that Darby bump off the ladder.
What's crazy about that, I remember talking to somebody who was there live. It was the last time we did one of these type of episodes. Someone was live at Revolution. And they said Darby was just standing there, not even going to the hospital, but trying to just celebrate Sting's retirement with glass all in his body. That's hard. But the best words to describe this match is just brutally intense. Just brutally intense. Pat gets caught in the Scorpion Deathlock, calls for Wheeler Yuta to distract the ref so Pat can grab Darby's bat and strike him with it. Pat pins Darby and gets the win. I actually didn't see that coming. I thought Darby was going over on this one.
That bastard Pac, man. That bastard Pac.
Dude, Pac looked like a completely different person in that match. He was he was a monster. He came back shredded after that, after he returned. Bulked up crazy, but still hasn't missed a step like in his quickness, right? Even with the mass that he built. But guys, that match, it didn't even need to have the hardcore stuff. It was still brutal without the hardcore stipulations. Like that is a challenging thing to do, especially like for the sickos, right? And like we were still in awe of what they were doing in a regular one-on-one wrestling match.
I was looking forward to this one. I think one of the top 3 matches I was looking forward to on the card was this one because I knew it would be just like that. I think Nigel McGuinness on commentary said it best, and Steven, you didn't hear this because you don't get to hear the commentary. He said, "You live by the bat, you die by the bat." That's that is the call. I agree.
Dang, yeah,
you
Nigel
live by
was
the
on.
bat, you die by the bat.
Who was on commentary? It was Nigel.
Because they alternate. For that match, it was Nigel, Excalibur, and Shivani, and then they alternate.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so they okay. So was Danielson in the commentary at all in that?
Yeah.
He was? Okay, cool.
Put him in a couple times.
Okay, that's good.
And he did great let's just, side note, put that out there. Danielson did great every call, especially when he brought in the technical sides of most of the matches.
Wow.
Even his personal relationship with certain wrestlers, whether it be Mark Briscoe or Samoa Joe, talking about Ring of Honor stuff, like little sidebar stuff.
I'm telling you.
Giving like the lore to, with his commentary. So I was like, oh, that's dope.
AEW just needs to pull the trigger, put Danielson and McGuinness on a call together, let them call a technical clinic, and I feel like the fans would go nuts.
I wonder what that would sound like. Take jabs. If he takes jabs at him the whole time.
Oh, man. You just saying that gave me goosebumps. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
I can cook commentary teams, too. It's not just matches.
I love it.
Women's Tag Team Fatal 4-Way to determine who would get to pick match stipulation for their semifinals round in the tag team tournament. All 4 teams held it down in this match. It was jam-packed with action. Toni Storm catching Harley Cameron with her big package pin, and we'll wait to see what her meanest stipulation will be. What do you guys think the stipulation will be? Because it could be anything. And they said it would make Jon Moxley piss blood, so I'm waiting to see that.
What's that one? Is it what's it called when you put the glass with the
the Taipei death match?
I'm thinking something like that.
I think they will go Taipei death match. Okay.
I think it would be great if we see a women's tag team Texas Death.
Okay, that could work. Let me think on this.
If we're trying to make Jon Moxley,
piss blood.
Piss blood. I think that would be dude, whatever they choose is going to be absolutely insane. Yeah.
I want to dedicate this answer to my boy Mad Mike, healing up from getting in a car accident. We're praying for you, Mike. We love you. We're glad you're safe. I want to see them in the Piranha match, the Piranha death match.
Oh, my goodness.
That's for Mike.
That's for Mike right there.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows. Mike knows. He's the one who put me onto it.
That's awesome, man. We're praying for you, Mike. I'm happy you're on the, recovery trail.
Yes, sir. Love you, bro.
Update on Mike. He's doing well. Physically, he is all good. So we're proud. We're happy.
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, good.
Now, this tag match, Brodito versus FTR, it was one I fully expected to be a show stealer. If they let it be, this would be a show stealer. Let's go ahead. Stokely coming out with the aura leading out the FTR entrance.
Acknowledge me.
Steven, you already know where it's from, right, Steven? From Belly the Beast?
Yes.
So I was like, man, Steven out there getting to live it right there live. I would have been going crazy. I was going crazy.
It was so much aura.
Yeah.
And I said, dude.
For Stoke.
I said, good for him. Yeah, good for Stoke, man.
I love Stoke, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Who would have thought Stokely was going to come out with the belly entrance? From the early part of this match, they start delivering a good one. Brody King's not here to play games either. He turns down doing the Macarena, and that's when you knew this was serious business. But to take it a little less serious, I gotta point this one out. They pointed it out on commentary, and it broke the commentary desk for a minute. Cash getting flapjacked into Dax's ass. It made Excalibur laugh so hard they broke commentary completely.
Oh man, I wish I heard that.
Yeah, it's always good to watch the pay-per-view back later. Whenever you,
Oh, I
you get
will
a good
be.
night's sleep.
I will absolutely be ordering this tonight.
Stokely got laid out by Brody King with that suicide dive. Like I thought he killed Stokely.
Ooh, yeah, man, bro. And he like with speed. Like, yeah, the impact hurt, but like the way Brody, like his speed getting even before he even hit Stoke, everyone in the arena already knew that it was going to hurt. So I'm happy Stokes okay, because oh man, professional. That oh gosh. Wow.
We get a false finishing sequence that makes everyone think both teams can win it. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat for it. Bandito gets hit with the belt, pinned, kicks out, had us all pop. Bro, at home and live in the arena. Everybody popped when Brodito kicked out of that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Brodito hit the shatter machine. Didn't see that coming. Match, no surprise, incredible. Bandito would not die no matter what it seemed, but they get one last shatter machine. FTR winning the third AEW Tag Team Championships. How do we feel about it?
I like
3-time.
Yeah. 3 times FTR, so them and the Young Bucks have that. Now they have another score to settle.
Yeah.
They want to.
Yes. Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
To cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
I think after this match, I think it's solidified for me that Bandito is probably the wrestler of the year.
That's what I'm saying.
I think this match solidified it, and especially came at the part where Brody was knocked out, on the outside, and Bandito had to just fend for himself. And that sequence, when he was just doing it by himself and like staying in this, I was telling myself, I was like, yeah, I think Bandito is the wrestler of the year. He had the arena, the palm of his hands, literally. Literally. Like, even though the place went crazy, it still felt like it was like we were just focused on him. Like, we were loud. But in the same token, we were quietly just focused on what Bandito's going to do next. Like, we didn't care, what the outcome at that point was, because now whoever wins, they both deserved it. But Bandito, that moment in that match, I froze, and I had to like think to myself, yeah, I think Bandito is the wrestler of 2025.
He's nominated in our awards for certain. It became a nomination. We had him and Okada and him and Hechicero. Whenever I saw him live at Supercard, him versus Takeshita in the main event of Supercard, I knew that match is a match of the year candidate too. So that's a perfect segue and plug to everybody. Let everybody know, hey, get at us on Twitter. Start giving nominations for awards, because the award episode is coming at World's End like it always does. So,
I can't wait to place my vote.
third annual.
Let's go. Well, he has my votes. At least there.
He got my vote. I'm voting for
Yeah, I think Bandito's a shoe-in, but we'll let the people vote like we always do.
Yes.
Casino Gauntlet to determine the first ever national champion. I'm going to run down the list, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything that happened in the Gauntlet, but I will tell you every person that jumped in this. It was a hell of a sequence. Starting this match out with Shelton Benjamin versus Bobby Lashley, who come out together instead of separate. That I wasn't expecting that a little bit.
That was a statement that I was thinking, like, MVP is like, no, they're not going to break us. They're not going to try to separate us. Nuh-uh, we ain't doing that, bro. Just together as three black men, we're not going to do that. We're not giving that fact. We're still in this together. You know what it is. Number one, number two, let's make a statement with it. That's how
Great
I think
point
that's
there.
how I took it. I was like, good for them, man. I ain't gonna
Yep.
let if me and you are brothers, we in this together, we in the same faction. Hell yeah, we don't need to do separate. We come out together, bro.
Yep. I felt the same way. I'm happy you said that. Man,
Got you.
statement. That was a statement. That was
Yeah,
definitely a statement.
definitely a statement to me. Also,
Did we
Yeah.
expect the national championship design to look as old NWA as it does? I certainly did not. I thought it would be a little more modern looking.
It definitely gave homage to the NWA. That belt is so beautiful. Like
Yeah.
you don't see a belt like that anymore. And like that design is perfect.
Yeah.
red straps too, man. Very rare. Red strap.
It takes me back to like the old WWF championship, the old Intercontinental Championship. Like, what you see Pedro Morales holding. It's
Yes.
but it's actually, reminiscent of old NWA title. So all old belt designs are really cool when you look back on them.
Mm.
Into the match, Shelton and Bobby don't get far with pure wrestling before Ricochet comes out with a microphone, distracts them so that Bishop and Toa can attack them in the ring, and this takes both Shelton and Bobby out for a hot minute. We get Claudio out number 4 with no nonsense, followed by Daniel Garcia at number 5. Orange Cassidy comes in at number 6 or whatever. We get our third Death Rider in the match at number 7 with Wheeler Yuta. Second time you had to see him in the night, too. Second time you had to see Wheeler. See. Number 8, Kevin Knight. Number 9, ROH legend Roderick Strong. Number 10 is Mark Davis, and he came in surprisingly like on a hot streak. Mark Davis came in hot.
Yo, that his moveset, bro.
I miss
Okay,
Aussie Open, man.
You talk about the one where he did to Cassidy and freaking Ricochet, bro.
Oh my gosh.
When my guy that was watching, he literally screamed. He's like,
He screamed.
"Wife!" And I was like, Ricochet stole it, and so did Cassidy. But it was like that looked gnarly as like hell, bro. It looked, bro. I like, are they okay? Someone check on their neck?
Okay. Yeah. It made me miss Aussie Open a little bit. I know I'm a mark for saying that.
Man.
Number 11 is Speedball Mike Bailey, and we see him and Kevin Knight go at it with each other. Badass spot. We all needed that.
Bro.
360 cents for that one.
I need to see that match back, that specific sequence back on TV. Because when Speedball went for the kick and he like stopped, it looked like a Matrix sequence. I'm not sure. But like in the arena, like we all felt like it was, but I was like, I gotta see how that sequence looked on TV. Because oh my gosh. Bro.
Good.
Yeah. It looked sick on TV, but you'll have to see. Number 12 is a surprise one. Matt Menard, who comes straight for his former best friend, Daniel Garcia, and takes him out of the match and into the crowd.
What do you want to do, Danny? What do you want to do?
I love it. Love it.
I was hoping they would go towards your section and you'd have some film on it.
I know. I was like, oh, man.
Shelton and Bobby wake up and do what they do best, and that is hurt people.
Damn right.
They hurt people. Sequence of events amongst the guys in the match, but after all of it, Ricochet hits the spirit gun and becomes the first ever AEW national champion. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know why I didn't see it coming. I don't know why I didn't expect or see Ricochet winning this. I hate to say it, but he deserves it more than anybody else in that match right now. He's put in some work.
Yes.
Idol, his quest for gold. Didn't he say it? He was on a quest for gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. And he's the first.
I think this also kind of puts a lot of haters into their place. I don't use the term haters often, but they've often flocked to Ricochet since he left WWE, and him never having a title there was a big draw, right? Only having the speed title was a big draw. He comes to AEW, doesn't automatically get a title, and that just makes everyone think, yep, same gig. But no, he put in the work. He deserves a title.
He went from, oh yeah, man, get your reps up, Will. Get your reps up. Being a good guy, kind of like that WWE vibe. And AEW fans are smarter than that. And they're like, nah, man, I'm not believing in you. I don't believe this gimmick until Psycho Trevor came out. That's when people started really paying attention. But now he's built it so far, even with his own clique. It works, and I'm glad and I'm happy to see him because he's thriving to me. He's eating good and he's having fun, and that's what it really matters at the end of it all. You have
Mm-hmm.
the shackles and chains are off you. You're allowed to kind of like do creative moves and create this great character.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ricochet, when he joined AEW at first, I still felt that WWE vibe, and rightfully so, because he's been in that WWE cycle for a little while. So now coming into AEW, at first felt like, yeah, like you said, like it was just that AEW fans are smart. That we're like, yeah, this, come on, man, this ain't you. We need to see something different, and this. I think up until like his stuff with Swerve is when I started really believing in Ricochet and like how this will work. And then when he made when he joined when he created the faction, with them in the trios, that's when I said, yeah, I think now Ricochet should be a champion. I didn't know what champion it was going to be. When they announced this, I agree with you. I think from the jump, I think people assumed that it would be Bobby, which another one who would have been a great pick. But when Ricochet won, I think everyone in the arena collectively agreed with what you just said. If there's anybody in the company that deserved that strap, it would be Ricochet. Man, Ricochet, dude, I can't wait to see what he does with that the national championship, because I think he can make this one of the most interesting championship, not just AEW, but in all of professional wrestling.
I looked at the field and I was like, I guess I could see Claudio winning it. And I don't know why. Nothing really made sense to me, but it was because I was overlooking the obvious choice, which was Ricochet. When he won, I was like, duh.
Wait, can we talk about the moment real quick to go back when he attacked that moment when he was just hitting MVP with the microphone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another one.
I was like that. If AEW did post that on their IG, that exact same part that you're talking about, they did post it. I was like, yes, this is great.
They did. Oh, good. I gotta go back and watch it because, bro, that was oh my gosh, like character wise. Who said Ricochet can't cut a promo?
A lot of
this man is. He's amazing, man.
It was like whoever said that was dead wrong. I didn't
dead wrong.
Say it.
Haters.
This feels so authentic. He doesn't need to cut the traditional promo. He does on that mic is authentic, and it works. It works.
All right, next matchup, and I'm excited for this one. This is my type of matchup. I sent out a tweet before we got into this match. It says, time for Kyle to get the big push. The big push. Jon Moxley, Kyle O'Reilly. And like I said, this is my kind of match. It starts off good from the time the bell rings. Kyle O'Reilly immediately attacks like a cobra. He just strikes. Here's a big thing. I love that early in this match, Danielson points out that they're using illegal submissions, but because it's no holds barred, it's legal, which is simple, but it reiterates the literalness of the stipulation in being that it's no holds barred. And so that was just a really cool little tidbit to this match that you don't normally see. And along with that, in a more stereotypical way, we see Jon Moxley go get a fork, which is also legal, but that's what we're used to seeing in these types of matches. It was a perfect blend of the two.
Drink it in, man.
I think that is kind of what makes AEW stand out so much to the real wrestling fan is whenever you take literalness in a match stipulation, like you could have 100 no holds barred matches and they're all bloody and gruesome. But then when you're actually like no holds barred, we're going to like really get into these graps. Man, that's wrestling.
It is. And I would just want to say Kyle O'Reilly, he deserves stocks. Buy stocks, man. They should have been buying stocks a long time ago, regardless. But I'm glad he's getting this kind of big star, to me at least, big star push, because it's Jon Moxley, man, and you're having an incredible storytelling match with Jon freaking Moxley, a world heavyweight championship, my guy. And I need y'all to pick up I need y'all to put respect on Kyle's name right now, man.
Yeah.
Telling a good freaking story, and now we're gonna run it back again, just so you can make sure. I want to make sure you understand who I am and why I'm
Moxley's
real
been doing
raps.
so good putting people over these last 6 to 9 months. Moxley's just been putting people over, and they're delivering.
Exactly, but he's giving you. If he's putting you over and all like that, it's because you're showing. He's taking you to the deepest ends of that pool, and either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim, bro.
Yeah. For him to put you over, that means you definitely a player in this game. For Moxley to put you over, because Moxley now is that guy in pro wrestling where it's like if Moxley's putting you over, you're doing something right. And that what he did for Kyle O'Reilly at Blood and Guts, because I didn't think we were going to see that type of performance from Kyle when they even announced this match. I was like, oh wow, okay, wow, he's the one who got the victory at Blood and Guts, and the way he did it, I said, okay, because at the time I'm thinking it was going to be Darby, right? But it was Kyle that came out of that match as the MVP. And Moxley, if there was anyone that would make Kyle O'Reilly look like $1 million, but there's only one person I could trust, it's Jon Moxley to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We see Jon Moxley, as Excalibur bluntly described it, shove the fork into a man's nipple. What in the fuck are we seeing?
He did say that. He was like, "What do you call that, Excalibur?" Here's what it is. And he's like a fork in the man's nipple.
I started a chant on the arena. I don't know if it came across on TV, but I started the purple nurple chant at that spot. I was like, "Oh, the nipple! Oh, purple nurple!" Yeah.
If that wasn't enough, these two men go harder, and we see Kyle stab Moxley with the same fork, and then go get a chain, and the two men chain together neck to neck. If the forking couldn't go any further, Moxley gets stabbed in the hand. I want to show some text on the screen from the group chat. Lucha had said, "I like this. 2 men and a fork." I said, 2 guys, 1 fork.
Yeah.
Had to.
2 guys, 1 fork. I love it.
This is relentless. They go at each other relentlessly, hold for hold. We see Kyle wrap the ankle in the chain and make Moxley submit again. Big tap out, big moment. Kyle gets the big push. And after the match, Jon Moxley shows Kyle his respect, or so we thought. He pops back in and attacks Kyle before Conglomeration could come in to save him. It was a crazy match.
2 times, man. 2 times. Twice in submissions. Buy your stocks now if you weren't a fan. I'm telling you, he's going
Bro. It was already shocking. It was already shocking the first time he made him submit at Blood and Guts. I don't know how it came across on TV, but the arena still, even in this match when he made him tap, everyone was shocked. Like everyone was jaw dropped. We were like, what? First, obviously, we were all ecstatic and happy, but we were just all shocked. But there's one thing I did say though, after when Kyle made him tap, the one thing I said to the people in the section, we saw Pac win that match with Darby. Mm-hmm. And in this match, Mox lost by submission. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to wonder if we are now seeing that slow turn of the Death Riders not believing in Jon Moxley and appointing, if there is a new leader, I think the perfect new leader would be Pac. If that is where they go. But it was just interesting to see that, Pac was able to get his win against Darby. Mox couldn't do that. And now you submit twice in the span of 2 weeks to Kyle O'Reilly. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's a cook. It's a definitely creative idea that I think has a lot of validity to it. On top of that, I'll throw a little Easter egg in there that I think we could see coming in the near future that not a lot of people would expect coming out of this. The conglomeration are very good about having, friendly competition. I really do think Kyle O'Reilly's going to be one of the first people to challenge for the TNT title because Mark Briscoe is going to be that guy that was like, I'm going to give you that shot because you've been killing it. And if anybody deserves this shot, it's you. So be on the lookout.
Yes.
Now,
Man, give me that.
Obviously, this spoils the result for our next match, but we got to talk about it anyway, so it's all right. TNT title match with high stakes, and yes, Mark Briscoe is your new TNT champion. Did we see that coming?
No.
I did not.
I think we were all me and Quinn. I know Quinn was upset about the the result about it, but he was like, I think the fans kind of definitely with the "you deserve it" chants and seeing him point to the sky was a beautiful moment. Definitely a beautiful moment. From what I understand in this media scrum, his kids were there. His brother's kids were there, family, friends. So I can imagine because they've seen they were there when he got his ass whipped multiple times, actually. Where I thought,
dude,
I was going to win the big one. So I'm assuming this one's even more special just because he got the big one. Well,
man, even that video package before his entrance, when they played that, I was like, I guess he gotta has to win now.
I saw it and I was like, he's got to lose. I saw that and I was like, yeah, they're trying to make it sting when he loses.
Oh
he
man,
wants people to go home crying.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to really dig deep.
Man, so when that match happened, when that match was over, one thing that I thought about was we had in theory, two no holds barred matches back to back, and those two matches couldn't be any different from each other.
Exactly. The spots in this match were awesome.
Mox and Kyle O'Reilly gave me that old school type of, like you said, the chain around each other's neck, going at it, stab each other with a fork. It was gruesome, but like that old school gruesome. Where this match with another Kyle and Mark Briscoe, it gave me that, ECW type of like that Mick Foley, Randy Orton 03 type of hardcore match. Like that
it went from Terry Funk and Stan Hansen to Mick Foley and Terry Funk.
Oh wow. Yes.
I always find a chance to throw Terry Funk's name out there too, I guess.
I was about to say, mention Terry Funk. He's just going to say something about Terry Funk.
Dude, I'll name a couple of the spots that happened in this just to reiterate, and then I'll hear about how they looked live because I imagine these were 6 spots live. Mark Briscoe puts himself through a ladder. A lot of things happened with that ladder.
Yes.
The ladder took more bumps than a lot of people did. Don Callis distracting Mark Briscoe, and Kyle uses that opportunity to send him flying out through a table on the outside. He flew through the sky. That table. Right in front of your section, too. Like, that was right in front of your eyes.
Yep.
Another table spot. Tacks. Kyle was screaming when he got planted in those tacks. But this is the main one for me. The froggy bow off the top of the ladder just to put Kyle through the table. That it doesn't keep him down, but that spot was
timed perfectly.
Yes. Oh man, I'm still visioning it in my head.
Man,
drink it in, man.
Kyle stabs Briscoe with the screwdriver and then licks the blood off.
I was thinking, I'm like, Sky, get your man. You out here wilding out again.
I was like, Kyle, come on, man. I was like, bro.
He tried to end his life with that screwdriver. He was trying to end his life with that damn screwdriver.
Ruthless.
But you can't keep chicken down.
Nope.
What a moment. All right.
I was say, it was probably loud, right? When he won, it was loud. Like, big
I bet.
Bro, that was definitely the loudest, I think, like, in terms of, like, a victory. Like, the arena lost it. Lost it. When everyone started chanting the "you deserve it," dude, it was just an emotional moment, bro. Like I said, that video package playing into it, like, Like we never got the Briscoes in AEW. Yeah, we had them like in the ROH type of thing, but like in terms of AEW. So to see Mark Briscoe for what he went through, and like the stakes behind this match, though, it would have been cool to see if they played played into the whole Mark Briscoe joining the Don Callis family. Like at the end of it, no one even cared about that. Everyone just cared about the fact that he was able to accomplish something that nobody, and I mean no one, like no one in the arena thought he was going to win.
Mm.
And when he won, it felt that was like the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 win. Like that's what it felt like. Like if I had to choose like what that moment was like, it's probably like what you guys felt when Dustin won it at All
That's
In.
literally what I was about to say. That's
Like that's what this win was.
Nobody
No
saw it
one
coming.
thought it was going to happen, and
Yeah.
it couldn't have happened to one of the most deserving wrestlers in the entire industry. That kudos to Mark Briscoe. Everyone was thrilled that he won.
Yeah.
If it was anybody else, I think we probably would have been like, no, I don't know if this was the right choice. But Mark Briscoe was the right choice.
PK said, "Let me run it back with a different wrestler."
Ooh,
Same feeling, different wrestler.
ooh, man.
All right,
Oh,
millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars. I sent a tweet out. I said, "Never, ever, will ever get tired of seeing Kenny Omega." That's facts.
Always.
yes,
My
the
favorite.
aura is insane.
We see the Bucks and Josh Alexander, Jurassic Express, Kenny Omega trios match, and that statement I said holds true. Kenny Omega goes off in this match, along with many other spots, but Kenny Omega really came through in this match like I needed him to.
Mm.
Both teams go all out. Great match. In the end, the Bucks hit Jack Perry with the BTE trigger and win the $1 million prize. And after the match, the other members of the Don Callis family attack Kenny Omega. Bucks get conflicted about this. You guys said they sold out, so they threw their money on the ground. Go make amends with both Jurassic Express and Kenny Omega. And we celebrate the Elite together again.
Elite, elite.
Really special AEW moment.
Definitely long
Fitting in with
Yes.
the theme.
Give me a hell yeah.
definitely long storytelling with this journey and story arc. And may I say also, Kenny was psychologically telling a really good story. Like everything he did, including when he did the suicide and he had to use the ropes, the top ropes, because even the commentaries team made note of it. Like he doesn't have that step like he used to. Like this is a different type of Kenny since the intestines getting pulled out and stuff like that, and all the stuff with the Bucks. It's just like the storytelling to me in this match was so freaking good, even with Jack Perry and Luchasaurus and what Luchasaurus had to overcome in his health hazards and stuff like that. But it was good, man. Good. And Josh Alexander, I'm really starting to like him. I never watched his stuff, but the more I've seen him, I'm starting to really like this character, and I'm starting to like this movesets and everything. I was like, man, I've been missing out on this guy. I should have been watching some of his stuff. This man could really go.
Watch him and Ospreay. Just match suggestion for the public. Him and Ospreay.
Buckle up, Teddy.
That was a great match, brother. When this match happened, I think there was a spot. I don't know if it came across. I think it did come across on TV because we were able to see it on the jumbotron. There was a spot that Nick Jackson, I think, was doing a flip on Luchasaurus, and he hit pretty hard. I don't know if he missed. I don't know what it was on that moment. But one thing I will say, when that moment happened, 9 out of 10 other times, people would have buried, somebody like botching this, botch. That's a common word that everyone wants to use. But it's crazy how that moment happened, and we just completely just keep going, bro. Keep going. It's cool. It's fine. It happens because the elite. Wow, the Young Bucks are the heels. So
yeah,
I just thought, we were going to do that. But I think everyone in the arena kind of knew what the outcome was going to be. I actually didn't think they were going to win that match. I thought Kenny and the Jurassic Express were going to win the match, but I still think that moment at the end was still going to happen. I just didn't think that was going to be the outcome. But when the Elite came back, like you said, a moment in AEW history. Like, I'm happy. Like, I think they said it in an interview that they are gearing towards the end of their career. Really, they're not getting any younger, so that they think that they wanted one more run as the Elite together, and I think we're getting it. It's like bittersweet because it's like we don't want it to end, but also like I'm very intrigued and excited for what they're going to tell with this iteration of the Elite now. Like, are we going to get Kenny in the being the Elite, in terms of the YouTube channel with Brandon Cutler? Is the Jurassic Express going to be running with them? You know what I mean? Like, what is this iteration going to be like? That's going to be the excitement in this chapter of their story.
100% agree. I'm just going to throw this out there. Maybe y'all can give me y'all's opinion. And do you think at some point, and this is not telling anything, it's just, do you think eventually full circle story, and I've watched every single episode of Being the Elite up to the part when they sold it to Dark Order, and that's when I stopped, and then they came back, so now I'm watching it again. No shots, no dissing to them, I just really like the Bucks and Kenny because I got used to that. But full circle moment, would you think we bring back Hangman to complete that whole story saga? Because it was them three, then it became four, and for a long time it was them all together until Hangman, Kenny then broke up, all that stuff. Do you think that's possible?
I can't answer that myself because of stuff we haven't gotten into in the pay-per-view yet. So I'll circle back to that myself later.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we circle back? Let's make a note to that because I do want to respond to that.
Okay.
Damn, Jeff, you got you. Ooh, man, yes, yeah, I got to answer that one
for long storytelling, I guess. But yeah, we can move on, but just remember that. Just answer my question at the end.
Yes,
I just want to say on my sake, I want to be on BTE again. Out of the people in this circle right here who have been on BTE, I deserve another chance to be on BTE.
You were BTE. Wait, were you really?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I was on BTE.
What a legend, brother! You are a member of the Elite. Throw that E up, bro.
It was like me, Colt Cabana, and Brandon Cutler.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it's in the yes. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that was part of Being the Elite. That's awesome.
Before I jump off and go to the next match, though, I was going to add on to that. What I love about bringing the Elite back together is it's kind of with the same theme we've had for the past few months of restoring the feeling of old AEW. Like, we got Jurassic Express. We got all these, like, cool things back. Chris Statlander went back to her old entrance. We got all these, like, good restored feelings back. And this, to me, is the biggest. Because without the Elite, there is no all Elite wrestling.
That's facts.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, I won't spoil the outcome yet, but I will say I sent this tweet out before the women's titles match. Mercedes Moné can win this match and cap off the greatest year of any women's wrestler all time, undebated, because it's already up there. I feel like it's already the greatest, but with this, there would be no debate. This one match could solidify that. So that was the tone setter for me. The match delivered the biggest fight feel vibes, I think, of the night, at least as far as the women's matches. But then I realized the only other women's match was the women's tag match.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Intense, fundamentally sound match. Mercedes really targets the arm of Statlander, which they used to like drive this whole match. It was clinical banger is what I'd call it. It's definitely a clinical banger. One spot that I loved, Mercedes hits the 14 amigos to signify her 13 championships and the one she's about to win. Whoa.
Bro.
Tell me what that was like.
Bro.
bro. Just bro.
Bro, quote him, Josh.
Bro,
Quote him, bro.
we we
Steven,
knew
bro.
like when she hit the first two, everyone was like, doing the Eddie chants because we just thought she would just do the three.
Yeah.
But when she went for 14, this isn't like I think people don't understand this. That takes stamina,
Mm-hmm.
strength, because Mercedes is the smallest of the two, right?
Yeah. 100%.
So she's lift. I need people to understand that. Like, not a lot of people in professional wrestling could do that. And she did that. And oh my God. Yeah, she was the heel, but man, she got a standing ovation after that, man. That was
Rightfully
14.
deserved. Rightfully deserved that standing ovation. I'm big. I've been a big Josh. Mostly all y'all know I have a lot of her stuff, of CEO stuff. So when I'm like, and I was telling Quinn, I was like, remember when everyone was hating on her, and now everyone's like now giving her the respects after she got like all these belts now, and she's been putting on banger after banger, going around the world promoting all these different wrestlers.
Yep.
But some of these wrestlers fulfilling their childhood dream because they grew up with her and fighting her, and even in this, the Statlander match with her, even the two previous one, Statlander and her to me have great chemistry, and this match definitely delivered on that in the storytelling. But that solidified with the belts. I was like, man, the fine details. We're spicing this up so nicely, and I'm loving it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did a callback in this match too. I'm pretty sure y'all peeped it. I'm sure they said it in commentary, but we peeped it in the arena when I think it was Full Gear last year or the second match they had when set I almost called it Sasha. Mercedes was in the ring. They're doing a 10 count, and then Chris Statlander just beat the 10 count.
Mm-hmm.
And then the place went crazy during that pay-per-view. And then they did the same spot this time, but now it was the reverse when Chris Statlander was the one that was in the ring getting ready to get the 10 count, and then Mercedes just beat that 10 count.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to like add on to that aspect of why she is delivering the greatest and why people are changing their minds, like, okay, we were talking shit, now we can't. It's not even about the championships. It's that second part Jeff listed. It's about the delivery of match after match after match. They're all some of the best matches she's had, and they just continue on, and going back even before a year. So looking at all that, it's like, man, how is she not the women's wrestler of the year this year? I think she's a shoe-in for the favorite.
She got the PWI number one. She got number one, right? That
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. I think she's the greatest of all time.
This match left me on the edge of my damn seat with the back and forth, and somehow in the end, Chris Statlander finds a way to hit her finish and pin Mercedes clean to retain the championship. I said, well, like, World's End then? Damn it. I thought this was the time.
Wow.
Not yet.
Didn't see that coming.
Dude, her second loss, man. Second loss.
This is only the second time that I've disagreed with a title change not happening. That I'm like, Tony, what are you doing? But the last time it happened, I was wrong and he was right. So I'm just gonna hold my tongue for a little bit.
Let him cook, man. Let him cook.
I'm kind of curious. What was the first? Well, I'm kind of curious. What was the first one?
Because Road to WrestleMania Season 2, we were really following Swerve winning the AEW World Title, becoming the first Black World Champion. Revolution happened. I was like, TK, you're not thinking. You got to pull the trigger. And then we get to Dynasty. I'm there live to witness it. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the moment. I should have just waited. I should be patient. Be patient.
How was the day me and you met? The day me and you met.
Yes, that was the day Jeff and I met.
Yeah.
We went crazy in that bar. Yeah, crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy. That's a fact. Yes, it was. Wow, full circle moment for us too, brother.
Look where we're at.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, dude. It was. Yeah. Real quick. You mentioned that. In the beginning of the year, Mercedes wasn't. No one was really rocking with Mercedes. Obviously, the real ones were, but
real
in terms,
were, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but people were trying to find a way because she's not in WWE. They were trying to find a way to bash her name until, like you said, now she's in a place where it's kind of different, right? Like the energy has changed. Well, yeah, you'll still have those people that will still say what they're going to say, but like the majority have said, you know what? Yeah, we think Mercedes is probably the greatest of all time. What she is. Her and Moxley are kind of the same right now, 2025, where in the beginning of the year, everyone hated John Moxley and the Death Riders. And now it's like a complete 180. And now people are like, John Moxley, 2025, one of the wrestlers of the year. And it's the same thing with Mercedes. Like everyone's they said what they want to say about her, creative control and all this other nonsense.
Nonsense.
Nonsense, complete nonsense.
Rubbish.
And now it's like, how can you not even her being the female wrestler of the year, but her being the greatest of all time. She's going through, this is like reminding me of the 1980s of like the territories of her going to different promotions. And she got every single championship in every promotion she stepped foot in.
Yeah.
And Mercedes was the first woman to compete in all of the major wrestling arenas in the world.
Yep.
Wembley, Arena Mexico, Madison Square Garden, and what's the fourth one?
Tokyo Dome.
Tokyo Dome. She was the first to do that. To say that she is not the greatest of all time now, I just think people are they're just trying to. They're the same people who probably think Charlotte is the greatest.
It's the Tom Brady effect, man. When you're that great, people can't tell you you're that great.
Yep, greatness. We're seeing greatness. I don't think we'll ever see something like this ever again in our lifetime. I don't think we ever will.
I don't think so either.
This is Mercedes.
She's shattering records and rewriting history books, and as a minority too.
Yes, and she's still so young.
Yeah. And another thing, like even if somebody did replicate exactly what she's doing right now and tried to do it again, they would have to do it at the level she's doing it. That's the part. It's like she could win 20 championships. If the matches sucked, they wouldn't mean anything, but they are badass matches every time.
Badass.
And the women losing their titles are actually winning long term because they're getting shown on a huge major scale. So are the promotions that titles are being dragged across AEW television now.
Yes.
What a big win for everybody. All she did was wrestle good.
Exactly.
All right, but before we get to the main event, tensions backstage with the Don Callis family when we find out Okada, Takeshita, and Fletcher all have beef and are all in the Continental Classic tournament together. So that should be interesting.
Buckle up, Teddy.
Yeah, man, cooking. I'm excited for this Continental Classic, boy.
Yeah.
For this one.
I think this is going to probably be the greatest seat. And last year's was insane.
Mm-hmm. Like they've all been great. It's one of my favorite tournaments now because it's always such a great round robin. I love round robin tournaments as it is. They're hard to keep up with, but when you do, it's fun. This is probably the best, in my opinion.
It's great. Oh my goodness. Guys, we are in for a crazy month with this. The love of AEW, what it did for professional wrestling is why we are here talking about this today. And I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. So I already accepted that defeat. I already accepted it. Like I don't even care at this point. And I gotta be up early tomorrow. So it's like whatever. I'm just gonna watch Full Gear and watch the playback. And I've come to that conclusion. But I digress. Go ahead.
All good. All right. When we found out it would be Joe versus Hangman again at this pay-per-view, I honestly wasn't that excited based off their last match. I just thought they did all they could, essentially, with this already. But when they changed it to a steel cage match, that feeling changed all the way. The feeling changed, and the build-up to the match just got more and more solid week by week. So Joe comes out, bad guy aura, like complete bad guy aura. I can't say it enough. Hangman comes out with a special entrance that gives off more main character energy than even before. Is that like going to be a permanent thing? I wonder. That entrance was sick.
That was cool. I liked it. Kind of gave me that like olden Western time, like movie feel. Kind of felt like, like okay,
Red
hero
Dead
coming into town now. The new sheriff in town.
Yep, some Red Dead Redemption. That's what that reminded me of.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. Red Dead Redemption feel. That's a great way.
That's what that gave me. I said, okay, we're doing this.
And then we got the big Fight Field Championship intros to set the mood. From the jump, match goes off, like from the complete jump. And Joe gets busted early in this match. He gets busted open, like I think within the first 3 minutes of the match. Hangman beats Joe with his cowboy boot to open the wound as well. The cowboy boot, I think, really did the job.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a razor blade or something on the bottom of that boot. Just
Yes.
That makes more sense because I was like, it sounds like is the shoe still toed? I was like, is that why he's using it? Like, I was thinking, there's a reason he's starting to use the shoe now. Or he's just making a statement. I'm gonna beat your ass with the shoe.
Yo,
this match gets so bloody. I'm changing my light to red. This match gets so bloody, and the more bloody it gets, the better it gets, wrestling wise too. It's that old adage, like two guys see their own blood and they go harder. That's what this was a total package delivery. This was the full package delivery. Shibata comes out surprisingly, begins scaling the cage with the AEW World title. Eddie Kingston comes to stop him. During that debacle, a ref gets knocked out, misses Hangman's dead eye and pinfall. Hobbs rips the chain off the door and gets in the cage, gets his ass beat. Hangman gets a buckshot lariat. Still can't get the pinfall counted. Who comes to save the day? Hook. Comes in, wakes up the ref, but in a turn of events, turns on Hangman, reveals he's with the ops. I did not see that coming.
I was like I was always with the ops. It was me. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. I was with the ops all along. Caught you slipping. That's the whole gimmick. Don't let me catch you lacking. You were lacking.
wow, bro. Hook stock just went up even more,
bro. And now everyone's gonna be booing this.
Yeah,
booing, hating him. He's like, I'll give you a reason to hate me now.
His own dad's gonna be booing him. His own dad.
Gosh. we see Hook and Powerhouse together again though.
Yeah, that actually did not realize that. Yeah,
they did their handshake too.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe hits a muscle buster on Hangman on the world title and wins the belt back for a second time. Another thing, did not see it coming. This was not a pay-per-view I was expecting to see Hangman drop the belt to Samoa Joe. Absolutely not. Damn. Lights go out as we celebrate, and a graphic of a burning house comes up. Then we see Prince Nana and the return of Swerve Strickland looking like a bad man.
New theme song.
Yeah, that was hard too.
Hard. I probably a hot take. I like this theme better than what he had before.
Oh,
me personally,
maybe.
I just thought it worked.
It might be.
It worked. I was like, whoa, the presentation of the whole thing, with the lights and I was like, whoa, this works.
He comes in, surveys the scene, and then begins fighting all of the ops. He kind of like they're setting it up like he was going to be a part of the ops for a second or wanted to come in on Hangman. Here's another thing. Whoever this extra was, I hope you're okay. I legit think he snapped an arm. I heard a snap. Now you're the stands. You might not have heard.
He snapped the brothers. It was a pretty loud one. I was like, sold it. He's like screaming. That brother was selling it.
I don't think he was selling. I think he actually snapped.
He didn't snap it, bro.
You gotta convince me.
He did though.
Well, give that guy a contract because he sold it very well.
I was like, Josh, we're going to have to look him up and just to double check he's okay. He's like, I got to find this man.
If that's a sell, you got me, dude.
Man, Tony needs to bring back AEW Dark, man. Get those guys in there. Those guys would have been perfect for that.
This is a those guys I said sold 3 days ago.
They sold everything that Swerve did. I was like, whoa.
He clears the ring, stands aside his archest of arch rivals, Hangman Adam Page, and that's what takes us off the air at Full Gear.
That
definitely hit that superhero feel with the DC logo when they were when you sing Samoa Joe. I was like, and it goes back to Hangman and Swerve, and they don't even look at each other. They don't even almost acknowledge each other. They're just staring like two men.
Batman, Superman.
It felt. I swear to God, that's exactly what it felt when he came in. Just like in any superhero type movie, where the bad guys are about to do something horrible to the one main superhero, then you're like, the other superhero comes out of left field. It's like, go on your left. Even though I know it's a Marvel reference, but I was like, you get what I'm saying. You're saying
that's not DC.
That's not
more like. Do you bleed? You will.
Exactly. There you go. Back me up, man. Back me up.
Even when the cameras went off the air, they still did not look at each other. Not once did they look at each other.
Committed to the bid. Committed to the bid. Hell yeah.
Committed. Okay. Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Hopefully I can word this correctly. Because when I was on my way home, I thought to myself where we were in the beginning of the year and where we are now, right? In terms of storytelling and AEW and these arcs in which they're creating. There was a point where the Death Riders were the ultimate villains of AEW, the ultimate heels.
Mm-hmm.
The people taking them down were Hangman, Swerve, the Ops, Will, Darby, and countless other, Orange Cassidy, whoever.
Yes.
We are now in the end of 2025, and now we are seeing arcs of. We are now getting out of those stories, but still mending them into what's going on, because now the Ops are the ultimate villains who are now going against the people who were with them in Hangman and Swerve. And now we are seeing possibly a Death Riders group that are now turning away from Jon Moxley, who then will probably essentially maybe turn Jon Moxley into the babyface. It's fascinating to me how all of this happened in 2025.
Yeah, that makes it a great year. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw the switch between the Death Riders and Ops being the main villains. And they have the world title now too, just like the Death Riders did at the beginning of the year.
And the Trios Championship, which the Death Riders also had.
Exactly.
It's crazy now that I think.
And this circles back to what Jeff was asking, and why I was like, let's wait, because I don't see Hangman getting involved with the Elite or the Dark Order whenever he's got this big task on his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, big task.
I don't see it either. I would love for it to happen. I think down the line there will need help, and I think the Elite will help Hangman eventually. I don't know if Hangman will win the world championship, but it's bittersweet that Hangman is no longer champion. I will say that shocked everybody, because like you said, no one's seen that coming. Because I assumed that Hangman was going to hold the championship up until Wembley and maybe and have Will Ospreay be the one to dethrone him. But now what I can see. What I think will happen going into 2026, if I can fantasy book, would be now that that Joe is the champion. I wonder if he'll have a long run, because he didn't the first time. It wasn't that long that he had a run for. I think he only had he won it in World's End and lost it at Dynasty. So it was a small amount of months, but I think he would have a good run with this. I do see Swerve dethroning Joe, and I do see us potentially going into Wembley with Swerve and Will as the main event for the World Championship.
I like it. I like it.
My man,
I think that's where we're going. I think that's where we're going. And somewhere down the line, I do think maybe MJF is in that, because he still has we're still waiting on him now.
We thought he was coming tonight. That was a big thing. I know.
Yeah,
I was on.
Bro. I'm pretty sure I tagged you guys in it. When the lights went off, I'm saying it's MJF, guys. It's MJF. This is what it is. And then when Nana came out, and then you see the burning fire. I think the presentation, AW leaps and bounds. I mean, I'm talking about like when we used to see like when they first came about, and like we see the returns and the debuts, starting from 2019 up until 2025. The presentation of Swerve's return was absolutely beautiful because they made us think that Swerve was probably gonna put a beat down on Hangman, especially because the burning house he saw and like him taking his jacket off. I thought it was gonna be an op shirt underneath that when he was taking his jacket off, but they, no pun intended, swerved us, and that was the perfect ending to what I think was the second best pay-per-view, like the 1B behind All In's 1A in 2025. Full Gear was amazing.
There's been some good ones this year. There's been some pretty good ones this year.
There's been some from top to bottom.
Yeah.
There was not a moment where we were like, all right, it's a bathroom break. None. There's not one moment, not one match gave us that. Every match hit. I don't know if you can't even say there was a weak link in this card. Because going into it, people were like, I don't know if I'm too excited about Full Gear. I've heard it, from some friends, from online. But the way AEW delivers, man, I don't think they can miss.
This brings us to my final pay-per-view thoughts. This is a perfect segue for me to say that this pay-per-view was honestly set up to look like just another day at the office, giving it room to do what it did, which was deliver way above the set bar. This was a 3-star setup that turned into a 4-star pay-per-view, and I'm rating it 4.5 stars because every match on the card delivered at 4 stars, except for the women's 4-way match, which I give a 3.5. It was good for what the setup was. Overall, this whole card gave life to a lot of fans right now, I think, and I have to give it 4.5.
Oof.
I think it's a fair answer. It's a fair answer.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
But even what you said, Josh, and what Steven's saying, like looking at it and where I'm at in my life, for personal reasons, it felt good to actually be back with the camp, with wrestling in the middle, and this is the perfect coming back home, coming back to to y'all as my home. And being like, this is what I remember falling in love with. I didn't miss no bathroom breaks. Like Steven said, there was not one where I was like, I gotta go take a leak real quick. No, I stayed through it, the whole thing, top to bottom. Don't think there was not one boring match. You can look at my stories. I kept it pretty much consistent with almost every match that I found something that I liked. So, and of course, when the Elite, in my personal opinion, came together, it was a special moment for me. So I would definitely, just for sentimental reasons and match quality delivering. And I think the setup was actually pretty good. Like the pacing of each match. Like even when John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly, I would say that was like the middle. We're at getting to the middle point of the shows. Usually that's bathroom breaks. But like you said, two no holds bars matches back to back. It was like you couldn't miss. I didn't want to not see this match. I did not want to miss a beat on this one. Oh, this women's match, I've been really hyped for it because the story and everything. Yeah. So going back to the ratings, it's adjustable just to say 4 to 4.5, easy. But for me, for sentimental reasons, with the Elite alone and everything, how I clicked, and the return, easy 4.5 or 4.5.
Great matches. I had like a top 3 matches too. Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley was the best match for me, I think. But then the women's title match and the TNT title match, so good. The tag team title match, so good. Like every match was above 4 stars. It's just the women's 4-way had to do a lot to be a 4-star match. So it's okay that it's not. It was good for a shit show and it wasn't. So shout out to the women, man.
Yeah.
Women's wrestling.
Yeah, I think I agree with the both of y'all. I kind of wish we kind of culminated, but I think because they had the national championship reveal and the new national champion, that we couldn't get the women's tag team champion to get overshadowed. But had we crowned a women's tag team champion, I think I would agree with y'all. Like I just think that match, they had to. had a lot to and don't get me wrong. I think that match, and I think you guys can agree to us with that too. The match was still a very, very good match, but for what it did for me, I was like, I kind of wondered if we needed that match, but then we did, right? Because of the stipulation, which I'm happy it did have a stipulation. Because if it didn't, I think it probably would have been lower for me too. But I think the right people won. That's the most important for that women's tag team match. But I also just think that from everything we did see today on the card, that that match would probably, if every other match was a 4.5, 5-star, I think this would be that 3.5, 3.5, 3.8, but which is still very high, accomplishment to hold, because there was a lot of great competitors in that match. Still looking forward to when they do crown the tag team champions. But for me, match of the night was the World Tag Team Championship match, and how Bandito to me was the undisputed wrestler of the year for me. But I would give that match, since you guys are giving it ratings, to me, All In was 5 stars for me. This was 4.8. So like a 4.5, 4.8 for me.
Thank you.
All right, now before we go, I'm going to do one last show and tell item, because for whatever reason, I just have a lot of cool Full Gear items that just became a thing. This right here is a laminated ticket from 2023 Full Gear signed by the main event, Switchblade, Jay White, and MJF. It's hard to see because it's reflective, but
Wow.
really cool thing sitting around the studio.
Wow. Were you there in LA for that one?
No, I just get a lot of cool shit. I just end up
That's
with a lot
really
of cool
cool.
stuff.
That's really dope.
Yeah, the amount of like random cool things that just show up here. Like we have a broken VHS or a VCR from when Jamie Hayter busted over Soraya's head. Just randomly cool shit, man. So I guess the perks.
Man, guys, great pay-per-view. And to think there are still people who are in the injured list that aren't even a part of the roster currently.
Right. Right. I say that all the time.
This
hour yet.
Flight after flight, hit me up in the morning.